Hi guys, today we are going to see about e-commerce software from customer perspective and the vendor and admin perspective. So first let us see how the website looks for a customer. So this is the website and you have all the categories. You can log in and you can register uh, categories, featured products, and you can search a product and you can view it, and you have filter options, and you have featured products and the products in today's deal, and if something is out of stock, and discount. Bundled products is nothing but under an offer you will get multiple products. Like if it's best makeup deal, you'll have lipstick, kajal, etc. And if it is Apple bundle offer, you'll have Apple, iPhone, all those things. So that's bundled. And classified products, that is when a customer posts a product, it comes under classified products. So being a customer, you can post products too. And the recent search, blogs, latest products, most viewed, you have all these details here. And you can view the product. You can view all the details of the product by quick view, the price, if any colors are available. So add to cart, you can add this to wish list, and I've added that this sandal to the cart. Now you can check out it. So items, check out. While checking out, it will ask for login, or you can also check out as a guest. So if you want to sign up, you can give sign up, that is registration. So you will give your name, address, and then you can register it. So now I'm going to check out as a guest user. So you can place order as a guest too. So this is the order details, what you have ordered, and if you have any coupon code, you can apply here. And once you give next, you can key in the delivery address here. So since you are a guest user, you have to key in the delivery address here. So I'm just typing the delivery address. Once you type the delivery address, the payment method that you want to choose will be available. So all the fields are mandatory. So I'm just filling it. tom@gmail.com, something like that. I think I have missed something else. Okay, last name. So these are the payment options available. So I'm just going to click on cash on delivery. I'm going to place the order. So this is the invoice. What is the payment? Payment status is due, and payment method is cash on delivery. So billing address and shipping address, product details. This is payment invoice. So I'm just going to log in so that we'll know the difference between the registered user and the guest user. So I already have a login. I've registered. So I'm just logging in. So here I will have my profile details. I'll have the delivery address, email address, and all these options are extra. Support ticket, I can raise my concerns here. By creating a ticket, I can edit the profile, package payment info, wish list, so I'm just searching for a product. I'm going to place an order. This I have added to wish list, so I can see in my wish list. So from here I can add that to cart, so it will be available in the cart, and I can check out. So if you see the difference, there is the product and the delivery address is already keyed in. So I can give next and I can select cash on delivery and I can place the order. So the same invoice is here. And in my profile, in order history, I can see this. If you see, payment status is Mannan. Mannan is the vendor from whom I am going to buy this. And the delivery status is pending now. And payment status is due because it's a cash on delivery. We also have blogs that we saw there. All vendors. I can see all the vendors available in this e-commerce site. I can visit their site and I can see what are the products they are selling and what are the brands they are selling and about the vendor, all these details. Now, Mannan is the vendor that we have placed an order, so I can see about that too. So this is the logo. All the products that they are selling, that vendor is selling, and if he has any featured products, it will be available here. So the vendor has a separate logo and some slides and their details like email, all these things. All brands, whatever brands are available in the e-commerce site will be visible here. And if I click a brand, all those items that is under the brand will be visible here. So I have the same filter options here. Classified products, as I said before, being a customer, if you're going to upload anything, it will be visible under classified orders. Classified products. So you can see the seller information, price details, everything. Bundle products is where we'll bundle multiple products under one offer. Apple bundle offer has iPhone X, MacBook, iMac, everything, and the price of it. Today's deal is where the products that is under discount of today, all those details will be here. Featured products is once the vendor decides what product they are featuring, all those details will be here. And you can even select category wise. You can filter through price ranges. You can sort it. FAQs is nothing but frequently asked questions. So these are the top slides. So we'll see what are the other options in my profile. So profile, wallet you can deposit amount in your wallet and use it. Affiliation point earnings is once you share, refer a product, so you'll get affiliation points. If anything you have added in wish list. Order history, we have already seen that. Downloads is when you download a product, you can see here. uploaded products, the products that you have uploaded will be available here. So let me show you how to upload it. Post product, you have to fill the product here, product details here, and you can upload it. So here premium package concepts comes here. So by default, when you register, you will be in default package where you can upload 2 products. So if you want to upload more than 2 products, you have to get these packages like bronze, silver, gold and platinum. You have to pay for it. So the price details is already there for each package. So once you get the package, you can upload multiple products based on the package. So by default, now I am in default package. So I can upload only 2 products. I have already uploaded one. So if you see, I have uploaded one and it is in published status. So the admin can unpublish it. So remaining product to be uploaded will be 1 because totally it's 2. So I can fill and upload another product. So if I'm making any payment for the packages, then it will be visible here, like which package I have selected and what payment I have done for it. And I can edit my profile, change my password, support ticket as we saw again. You can raise your concerns here to the admin and they can reply you. So just a subject and message. So post bulk product is when you have more than 50 products, then you can use this. There is a skeleton file here. You have to download that and fill your details in this and then upload, so that there will be a bulk upload. But our remaining upload product is just one, so this is not much use for a customer. But in vendor side, it will be very helpful for them. So now I'm logging out. Let's see how the vendor site looks. Vendor module. So vendors can upload multiple products. I'm logging into vendor site. So they have a dashboard and many other options. So these options will be available in admin too. So once I log in, you will see a dashboard screen. They have products, sales, payment from admin, discount, report, slider settings, payment settings, and manage profile. So in the dashboard, they can see total sold, paid by customers, due from admin, if admin has to pay them something, and vendor commission, what is the commission that the admin will take from this vendor. So it's 20%. Category wise monthly grand profit statistics. They can see all these details in dashboard. And products have physical products and digital products. In all products, they can see all the products that they have created. So if they want to create a product, they can give create product. So next is digital products. Digital products is something like ebooks or some training like that. So create a product. I'm just creating an Android training or something. So all the fields are mandatory here. So you can give a category to the digital products and you can also give the subcategory for it. You can mention tags, add images, whatever is needed. You can fill it here. And the next is business details. So here you will give the sales price and what is the purchase price, what are the taxes applicable, and is there any discount for this product. You can give all these details here. So this is specific for that digital product. And requirements is nothing but if there are any prerequisites, like if it is Spring Boot training, then they'll have Java as prerequisite. So you can add all those things here, like add products requirement, and you can just specify like what is the prerequisite, like a basic HTML or something like that, whatever you feel the basic prerequisite should be. You can give all those details. So logo is required here. So digital products can be anything, like anything that is not physically delivered. It can be an ebook or a training or e-digital card, whatever it is. And the checkout and payment, all those things will be same. And it will come under the category where you have, categorized this product. So we have to give all the details here. You can also upload some zip file or anything that they can download for this product. So that will be there in, like product file. So it should, there are some limitations there for the zip files. So once you fill all these things, you can add a digital product. And next is physical product. Okay. So in physical products, you have bulk upload, product stock, next is sale. Once an order is placed, you can see it here, like delivery status is pending and payment status is due, and the buyer name and when they have ordered it, what is the amount they have paid. All those details are here, and you can change this delivery status here. Sales, whatever sales has been. So once I click delivery status, you can see like we can change that as paid. Once it is delivered, we can make it as delivered, and once the cash on delivery is received, you can change it as paid. So now it's paid. Payment from admin. Once the admin initiate the payment from there, we can see that here, but now it is not initiated, so it's empty. Discount coupon is where the vendor can add any coupon code. Reports, we have product compare, product stock, and product wishes. Product sale comparison is what they have compared, the products, the comparative statistics can be viewed here. And product stock, you can select the product and see and get the report on what is the stock. So 19 is available. Next is product wishes. So what are the products that are in wish list? You can see that. Slider settings is when the customer selects the vendor and views their detail, what should be their sliding image. And this is for logo of the vendor. So they can also give the cover picture, like in the all vendors, the vendor timeline, what images should be viewed. All these details can be seen here, and if there is any social media links like Facebook, all those details can be given here. And payment settings, what are the settings that they allow? Cash payment, PayPal, whatever the vendor will allow. So they can on and off, and they can give the email IDs and secret keys. So manage profile, they can update their details, and they can change the password. These are the options available for a vendor. And as I said, vendor can upload multiple products, so bulk upload will be very useful for a vendor. They had that option. Okay, let me log out. So let's see what the admin module has. So whatever we have seen in vendor, all these details will be in admin too. So I've logged in as an admin. So this is the dashboard of an admin, and it has 24 hours stock, 24 hours sale, 24 hours destroy, what are the products destroyed, and total vendors, how many vendors are registered in this e-commerce site. And they have other statistics like vendor statistics, category wise monthly stock, and monthly what is the product destroyed, category wise, everything is in category wise. And the next is products, as we saw there, but the extra things other than all products and the bulk upload and product stock, we have categories. We can add master categories here, and we can also add subcategories for those categories created, and we can add brands. And even in digital products we can create categories and subcategories, and what are the digital products available, and we can create a digital product as an admin. So if it is in today's deal, if it is published or featured. Classified products is nothing but whatever the customer has uploaded, we can see it here in classified products. So even in classified products we can decide like whether it has to be published, deleted, who uploaded it, and what is the status, is it unpublished or published, all those details. And delete contents, you can delete all the categories, products, and all brands, and even all classified products. So admin has delete option on everything, almost everything. Customer package payment, if the customer has made any payment for the packages like bronze, silver, so all these details can be viewed here. Sale is same as vendor, whatever orders has been placed and what is its delivery status, who is the buyer, payment status, all these details can be viewed in sale. So Manan has delivered it, so we can see the full invoice, client information and payment details, so what they have paid. So same as that, full invoice and invoice for the vendor, both. And discount coupon, as like in vendor, we can add coupon. Tickets, whatever the customer has raised, we can see here the concerns that they have raised, and we can view message and reply back to the concerns. Reports same as vendor, product compare, product stock, and product wishes, but this is for whole. Vendor list, so we can see the vendor details, and we can either approve or postpone the vendor. We can view the profile details of a vendor. We can delete a vendor. We can initiate payments. So this is an order placed to Manan and it has been completed. So this is the sale amount 440 and the commission amount is the 88. So the customer has paid 440. So we'll detect the 88 commission and we have to pay to the vendor 352. Admin has not paid, so it's 0. Due to vendor is 352. So we can select a payment method here and we can initiate a payment in this section. So I'm just initiating a payment. So we can see this payment initiator in the pay to vendor section. So once it's been initiated, we can go to pay to vendor. So you can see it is due 352 rupees, cash is in due. So you can go and change it as paid once you give it. So it is paid. Now the next is vendor commission. It's in paid status. Okay. So vendor commission is what they have set for vendor. It's 20%. So you can change this. What percent of commission we'll get from vendor. Vendor slides, we can see the slides that they are going to have it as cover picture or something. So we can see that and delete it. So here customers. So what are the customers? What is their total purchase? And the profile details of the customer can be viewed here. Wallet loads, if they have deposited any amount in wallet, all those details can be viewed here. So that is wallet loads. Next is premium packages. So you can edit the premium packages for bronze, what are the how many products can they upload, so you can change it. You can change the money amount for the package, all those things. These are customer packages. Next is messaging, newsletter, to whom we have to send all the newsletters, who are the subscribers, all those details can be viewed here. Contact messages, if someone is trying to contact you from the website, you can view here. And blogs, blogs is what we saw there. Here blog categories, you can create new categories in the blog and it will be visible there in all blogs, and you can edit it. Front end settings, you have slider, layer and top setting. Layer slides are the first appears once you load it, and when you scroll it you will see some other small slides, and that will be top slides. So you can edit and manage both layer and top slides. Display settings, you have home page, contact page, header, footer, theme color. Theme color is nothing but you can select any theme. You have different types of theme, and the theme that we have selected is green, so you can opt for any color. So these all comes under display settings, front end and display settings. And you can change the logo, favicon. Preloader, you can even change the preloaders, the ones you see when you log in and it takes time to load. You can see this. So these are the preloaders. So display settings, site settings. In site settings and under site settings we have general settings, where you can change the system name, the name that appears, and the system email. And if you have any SMTP settings, you can configure here. Terms and conditions, privacy policies can be updated here. And you have email templates. Once you register as a customer or a vendor payment is made, so how the email looks, so you can change all those templates. You can even choose the background theme color for the templates. Third party settings, so if you have any third party settings like CAPTCHA or Google Map, you can configure here. So these are the third party settings. Build responsive pages, you can add more pages and you can give the link in the footer, so you can use this. Set default images when the customer upload a product without any image, so what should be the default. So here next is the business settings and activations. In manage activation, you can activate or deactivate modules like a vendor package. If you don't want the customers to upload products, then you can off the classified products. Same payment related settings, you can activate or deactivate. What are the payments method that is allowed, all those details can be seen here. And payment method, you have to specify in which account you need the money, so all those details, merchant ID, secret keys are mentioned here. Next is currency, you can change the currencies, you can add new currencies. FAQs. In the customer view, you saw FAQs, so you can create new FAQs and you can edit the ones. Staff, so you can add staff here, and you can also create a role and give permissions to them. So we have password, name and password here. And in staff permissions, you will create a role and you will decide, like for a manager role, what are the modules that has to be available. You can decide it as an admin. SEO, you can even manage SEOs here. You can give the keywords and meta tags. So what are the keywords? Languages. You can add new language and set translations for it. You can delete the languages that's available. Manage admin profile. You can change the details and change the password. So these are the options available for an admin. I'm logging out. Let's log into the vendor and check, like if we have initiated a payment from here. So we can see that in the vendor. So I'm logging in as a vendor to check that if the payment initiated from the admin has been received, or whether we can see the details here. Payment from admin is the sector where you can see all the payments that has been initiated from the admin to the vendor. So payment from admin, so I can see 352 rupees has been paid by the admin to this vendor. So you can check the details. What is the method of payment, amount, date, all those details. So that's it. So you can visit the home page from here. And let me log out. So thank you for watching. For more details, you'll have in description. Thank you.